Okay, what's going on, people? I am here to do my UFC 89 preview / predictions. UFC 89 Bisping versus Leben. Now, a lot of people are complaining that this isn't really deserving of one of the big cards. Which, you know what, let's face the facts. At least here in America, it's not really being treated as one of the big cards, you know. We're getting it for free. It's a week before UFC 90. You know, it's really just being treated as a fight night here. You know, the reason it's one of the big cards is because it's, you know, they're really pushing Bisping as being like the big name in MMA in the UK. And you know what, if they can do that, you know, more power to them, because, you know, it means more free MMA for us. I'm not complaining about that. You know, what I do think is a little shady is that they're really trying, it seems to me like they're trying to push Bisping as being like the Ricky Hatton of MMA over there. Like, they're really trying to push him to be like a big star over there, which I don't get, like, because some of you people don't follow boxing. Ricky Hatton in the UK is like, I would compare him to what Mike Tyson was to boxing in the late 80s. I mean, he is huge. He's everywhere. It's like him and that football player, David Beckham, fighting for the #1 spot of, like, you know, who's the biggest sports star in the UK. And I mean, Ricky Hatton, he's had his own reality show. He's magazine covers, television specials, freaking Oasis, rock band Oasis just kicked off like the UK leg of their tour. And Ricky Hatton's on stage welcoming the band. I mean, he's everywhere. After parties, engagement, whatever. You know, and it seems to me like the UFC is really trying to push Bisping as being like the Ricky Hatton of MMA, which I just don't understand it. But nonetheless, it means free MMA for us, so I'm not complaining, really. Let's get into the card here. I'm going to start with the main event and work my way down. Michael Bisping, of course, used to be 205, dropped down after his loss to Rashad Evans. He's coming in bigger, much bigger. You know, he's 6'2", 75.5-inch reach to Chris Leben's 5'11", 71-inch reach. So he's decisively bigger. Both guys like to stand and bang, so, you know, we're going to see a good stand-up battle. Both guys generally win by KO. Bisping 16-1 with 11 KOs, and Chris Leben 18-4 with 10 KOs. Bisping doesn't have great knockout power. I think most of his wins are by TKO, and Leben has a solid chin, you know, unless he's fighting Anderson Silva. I don't see Bisping knocking out Leben. But, you know, Bisping, he's fast, he's explosive, and he's got the better technique of the two. Leben, he's got a strong chin, he's got heavy hands. He tends to get a little reckless with his punches. I see this fight going one of two ways. Either Leben takes a decision, or, I'm sorry, either Bisping takes a decision, or Leben knocks out Bisping. And when I say Bisping takes a decision, I don't mean a Matt Hamill decision where 90% of everyone thinks he actually lost the fight. I mean, he will take a decisive decision. But what I really see happening is they're going to come out. Bisping is going to dominate the first round. Second round, he's probably going to get a little too anxious to end the fight. He's going to, you know, over-engage. He's going to overcommit himself, and he's probably going to get tagged really good. And Leben is probably going to win. Actually, I'm going to say third round. I'm going to say Leben is going to win a third round knockout, because Bisping is just going to overcommit. He's going to get excited. He's going to smell blood. He's going to get a little sloppy. You know, get a little. He's going to overcommit, and he's going to get tagged. So I'm going to say Leben, third round KO. Brandon Vera is coming in slightly bigger, 6'3", 78-inch reach to Keith Jardine's 6'2", 76-inch reach. Brandon Vera's got 9 wins, 2 losses, 6 of his wins by KO. Keith Jardine's 13 wins, 4 losses, 6 KOs and 5 decisions. So, you know, Keith Jardine wins just as much by decision as he does by KO. Brandon Vera, he's got good kickboxing, good jiu-jitsu. I think he's a brown belt. As far as Keith Jardine, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how he returns after his devastating knockout loss to Vanderlei Silva. You know, that was just brutal. You know, he's well-rounded. He's got really good leg kicks, which we saw against Chuck Liddell. You know, he chopped Chuck Liddell down like a Christmas tree. What do I see happening here? This is a tough one to call, but I'm going to go with Vera by second round KO. I just think Brandon Vera is technically a better fighter. I think Keith Jardine is going to be, it's unpredictable right now coming off of that loss, that devastating knockout. You know, I'm really questioning how Keith Jardine is going to perform. So, you know, I'm going with Brandon Vera by second round knockout. Okay, next fight up, Sokaju versus Lewis Kane, or Kane. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Sokaju's coming in at 6 feet tall, 78-inch reach, to Lewis Kane's 6'2", 77-inch reach. So Lewis Kane's got the slight height advantage. Sokaju's got the slight reach advantage. Sokaju is 5-2 with 4 KOs. Lewis Kane is 8-1 with 7 KOs, and his one loss was to James Irvin at his actually his UFC debut, which he popped James Irvin with an illegal knee, disqualified. So he's never been finished, but I don't know much about him. I've only seen 2 of his fights. Sokaju's got heavy hands. He's got a good chin. He's a judo black belt. You know, this is really just a shot in the dark here, but I'm going to say Lewis Kane by third round KO. Paul Taylor's coming in a little bigger. Chris Lytle's 5'11 with a 68-inch reach. Paul Taylor's 6 feet, 72-inch reach, so he's a little bigger there. Chris Lytle's 25, 16, and 5, I think, with 17 submission wins. Paul Taylor is 9-3-1 with 5 KOs and 2 submissions. Chris Lytle has way more experience. He's coming in as the veteran, which, you know, basically anyone he fights, he's coming in as the veteran. See some of Chris Lytle's attributes. He's a well-rounded. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's got professional boxing experience, and he is hard as hell to finish. All but 2 of his losses are by decision. And he always puts on an exciting fight, no matter who he's fighting. It's almost always an exciting fight. Paul Taylor, he's quick, he's a good striker, he's a former kickboxing champion. You know, he dominated Marcus Davis in the stand-up when they fought. What do I see here? I think Paul Taylor has the slight edge in the stand-up, and I think Chris Lytle has a definitive edge on the ground. I think first round they're going to come out and exchange on the feet. I think Chris Lytle is probably going to realize that he's a little, just a little outclassed on the feet. So I think the second round he's going to come out and shoot on him, and I think he's going to take him down, and which is going to completely take Paul Taylor out of his element. I think he's going to submit him in the second. So Chris Lytle by second round submission.